Y'all know how I like to carry. Low back, obviously not like this because handle's pretty long, shows out the shirt. So with the sticky holster, a good angle like this in your low back, it would stay concealed. When I would walk around with it at Walmart and shit like that, or grocery shopping, wherever I'd be going, I found myself constantly having to adjust it. It would slide down, it would shift this way and that, like, it would, you know what I mean, it was just kind of a pain in the ass, and, like, I always, like, I'm reaching for it, and, like, it's obvious, so, like, I knew I needed to do something, so I spent a quick $5 on Amazon, and bought one of these clips, took a old thin pocket knife that I had, and poked 2 holes here, small ones, and then worked the screws and everything through so that it would fit snug and nice, and I sat this, you can't really see it in this lighting, but I sat this, the sticky holster in my low back, right perfect where I wanted it, what felt great, and then I took a Sharpie marker, and right on the top line of my jeans, went across with the marker, and we'll see if you can see it, right there, like right here, so it kind of shines in the light a little bit, but I took that Sharpie marker and I drew that slanted line across it because I knew I was going to do this. Just so I knew exactly where to put it, and it's a fit, and it holds, and the way that the teeth of this clip holds my belt is something I didn't really anticipate. I just kind of anticipated the clip sitting there, you know what I mean, and like just kind of like stopping it from sliding down, but in actuality the clip has like little teeth at the bottom that hook underneath like that on your belt and holds it in place even better than than I originally thought. And you don't have to wear the belt. That's another thing. I used to have to fucking take my belt like, you know what I mean, tight, and to get it to sit nice. And now I can leave it relatively, like, it's snug, but like relatively looser than I was doing. And the clip right now is hooked underneath on the belt. And yeah, so now give you the let me turn this and give you the 360. All right, I wore a gray shirt in my last video. Black is too slimming and it hides things well, so gray is going to be a little more showy, so I figure better idea to use something where it might be seen rather than not, just to be ready for any situation. But yeah, just there we go, and I'll show it to you then. Get the clip right here, hooked onto the belt, sits at that perfect kind of like a V right here, and then low back, easy draw. And another thing too is the teeth of the clip, make sure that you never pull the holster as well. So like no matter how quick I need to get it out, it's never gonna pull the holster too and be on there or like go flying in the middle of whatever. But yeah, so super easy to take out too, you know what I mean? Just reach down, unhook the teeth, pull it right out. There we go. Best modified holster in Pistelle history. Telling y'all right now, I'm not making these, so don't ask me. But if you want, I kind of explained how I did it, but like, shoot me a comment or whatever if you want like kind of specifics. But like, I'll just give you a rundown quick. I literally drew the Sharpie marker across right here at the perfect angle where I wanted the gun to sit. And then when I got this, obviously the 2 holes were here in the clip. I placed them exactly where they should be, made sure it was perfect, held it there, took a pen, drew little circles in the hole marks to mark it, and then took an old Swiss Army knife that had it had a sewing blade that stuck up with like a hole through it if you needed to feed things through, but its point is it was thin, and I took that and I just went through the material on both holes and worked the screws through, tighten from both sides as you go, and there you go. And yeah, no, so this thing just became, super easy to carry and a lot more comfortable and a lot less worry, and I don't ever have to sit back there and keep adjusting it and like keep, like the damn thing used to do this, like it would sit good for a minute and I'd take a couple steps and it would rock that way, and then I'd have to like reach behind me right here push it back, and it would do that again. Or it would just be sliding down my pants, and I could see that the point of the holster here was like starting to protrude from like the bottom of my jeans. This also makes sure that it never goes any deeper. So like just wearing a t-shirt, you can't even see it because it's not going to slide down to the point of you see a bulge in the back of my pants. So yeah, super dope. Fucking love it. Best idea I've ever had. You know, I still, it's been a long time. I have yet to see anybody put out any type of holster that is legit, you know, for concealed carry. Everything, like, there's plenty for, you know, outside the waist carry, you know, if you want to just have it sitting on your hip, that's whatever. But for concealed, this is easily it. You know what I mean? I've been telling people for a while that the sticky holster was the best option, but sticky holster with an angled clip, now that is locked in. So without further ado, we're gonna bundle the fuck up because it's freezing, and we're gonna go down in my my basement, and we're gonna shoot the fucking we're gonna shoot a coconut, and 21.76 chrome steel balls, and they are 0.687 for size, 11/16. But I held one up, I'll show you in the video, but I held one up next to a Jewel V3, and they were significantly bigger, and I was like, wow. So I know it's almost 22 grams, it's heavy as shit, but every other 20G that everybody else was shooting, DK Spencer and somebody else, Sean Kempter, I think, but those guys were messing with the 17 millimeter, the skinny ones, the small, you know what I mean, obvious shitty bore match, tons of air going by it, and still getting 40 joules. So I don't have a chronograph, but we're going to smack a coconut like we always do, and we're going to see damage to damage versus the Jewel V3, what it does. So get them ready.